Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. It's the start of a new week. Today is Monday, the 29th of March, 2021, and I'm Darkside Phil. I welcome you all to the stream. Hello, hello. And a few things to talk about today. First of all, in regards to these scheduling changes that we've had recently, in regards to the start time of the streams, it's actually been working out pretty good for me. If you guys don't know, for the longest time, I would turn on the stream around 10:15 a.m. and I would play like a half an hour or more of music on the pre-stream, right? Then I would get on the stream and talk, long pre-stream, and then basically gameplay would start between noon and 12:30, and I would play, roughly 3 hours of gameplay every day, give or take a little more, a little less, depending on the day. But recently, a lot of people were asking me, like, what is the point of all that music on the pre-stream? Like, it doesn't really serve much purpose. Okay, give people a few minutes to get to stream, but why am I playing a half an hour or more of music, right? And, after, thinking about it, like, I don't really know. I think at one point, maybe there was a purpose behind having that much. I don't know, but I don't really remember. I mean, I've been doing this way for many years. And I said, you know what? It doesn't seem to make sense because here's the thing. Previously, when my wife was working nights, when she was at work at night, that's when I would get all my stuff done. If I had to pay bills or if I had to do anything behind the scenes, outside of streaming, I would do it at night when she was at work. So she would go to work, and then I would either do it before the late stream or after the late stream. But now, my wife works mornings. Oh, Jasper Kitty, you surprised me. He got me. What a silly guy. He jumped up and grabbed my arm. You silly kitty. Anyway, yeah, now she works mornings. So when I wake up, she's gone already. She left much earlier than I woke up. And, usually she comes home during my stream, my first stream. So, for me to have time between stuff to do stuff, I got to kind of do it early in the morning. And the good thing about that is, quite frankly, a lot of businesses and things are open in the morning. If I need to make a phone call to a business that's only open during business hours, it'll be open in the morning. Versus, previously, everything I did at night, everything was always closed. Okay? So what I decided to do was change my schedule around a bit. He got me again. You're a knucklehead today, jumping and attacking me. You're a silly guy. Oh, he wants to bite. His play bites. You're a very, very silly kitty today. Get that. Get the twisty. Oh, he's coming after me. Anyway, woo, he's jumping. He's jumping high, too. It's silly. Oh my goodness, we got a flying cat. We got a flying cat in the office. Anyway. Oh, now he's bit my foot. You bit my foot. How could you? Here, get this twisty. Get this twisty. He wants to play really bad. I'll give him the twisty. Here we go. So, with this new schedule, I don't do the half an hour of music anymore. I turn on the stream at 10:45, which just by default gives me like an extra half an hour in the mornings to do stuff. And then I play about 15 minutes of music, and then I get started with this pre-stream. So, perfect example. Today I got up, was able to, wash up, use the restroom, go downstairs, have a coffee, have a bagel, give Jasper some fresh food, play with him a bit, come upstairs. I had bills to pay. I had my month-end bills to pay. And I paid them all. Sat there and paid all my bills. Turned on the stream all in good time. I was like, wow. I didn't feel rushed. I didn't feel stressed. It was actually a really good morning. I was like, man, why on earth? I'm so silly. I make my own schedule. Why the hell didn't I do this previously? Why did I have myself in a situation where I was constantly like rushing here to there, and trying to get shit done in like the minimum amount of time when I could have easily adjusted this years ago? Pretty stupid of me, right? Well, then again, my wife, like I said, my wife used to be home in the mornings, so it was a little different. I didn't really have that adjustment possible, okay? So, because of this, things are better. Like, I'm nice and relaxed this morning. I feel like, sometimes I feel stressed at the end of the month, because I'm like, man, I got a bunch of bills I got to pay, and I got to do this, and I got to do that. And today I just, like, did it all easily. I'm like, wow. What a difference just a little bit of change makes, a little tweak here or there, to make things less stressful. It could actually improve your life dramatically. And right now, here I am, I'm having a fun pre-stream. I'm playing with my cat, talking with you guys, and everything feels good. I'm like, damn, this is a good start to the day. Okay, so good stuff. Good stuff, guys. I appreciate you understanding the need to change the schedule in the mornings. In regards to the schedule, by the way. So a couple updates. First of all, first, they told my wife with her new position and her new shift and everything that's going on at her job. First, they told her, you're going to be working like 4 days a week, 9-hour shifts. All right? And she did that, and she didn't really like it because she basically would come home very tired. And she told them, I would prefer to work more shifts, but shorter. All right? The job she's doing, by the way, she finally got out of being a frontline customer service rep. She doesn't actually have direct interaction with customers much with this new position that she's taken, which is great because she's always been stressed out about that, especially with COVID and everything. She's doing other stuff, okay? So because of this, she's like, listen, since there's a set amount of work to do, why not change it so that I work more days but shorter shifts? You know, I can get my work done within this amount of time. I don't think I need a 9-hour shift to get my work done. So they agreed to that, and this week now she's actually working 7 a.m. to like noon each day. So what's going to happen is, you know, we'll end for my break before I get to gameplay, and she'll probably arrive home. I'll get to see her, ask her how her day was and everything, and then I'll get to right to gameplay. She'll be home. So Jasper will be able to join us here on the pre-streams, but likely once gameplay starts, he's going to be out of the office because I need to close the door when my wife arrives home because she doesn't want to hear my booming voice coming out of the office all day. Okay? So that's all this week. And then all of a sudden, she checks the schedule. Oh, Saturday, they got her working a 9-hour shift again. Even though they told her she wouldn't be doing that. So, this retail is really screwed up. They also told her this week that, as you guys know, there's been a lot of scheduling issues. I can't even tell you usually when my day off is until, like, way later in the week because they're not giving her schedule. And when they don't give her schedule, obviously, we don't know what the hell's going on. Right? So, it's kind of annoying. Well, they told her this week, her manager told her this week, apologized profusely for not having the schedules done ahead of time, saying within 1 week, they're supposed to have a new system in place now that the schedules will be done like 2 to 3 weeks in advance. So you'll know 2-3 weeks in advance, you know, what your schedule is, which is good. That's how it always was. And people have been actually complaining in the store because they have lives. They have kids. You know, I have to make my kid's doctor appointment, and I can't because you won't give me my schedule until, like, the day before the next week. Like, what gives? So people were very pissed at this going on. And apparently they claim they're going to fix it within a week. Okay? So I certainly hope they do. I certainly hope they fix it. And in that case, we'll know exactly what's going to happen. Right now, you know, we can't make any appointments. I can't make a haircut appointment. I can't make a doctor's appointment for that EMT. I can't. I can't do anything. Not until I know the schedule. We don't know the schedule. So, hopefully things will be settled soon. If they actually have like a 2 to 3 week out schedule, I'll be able to tell you guys exactly what day off I have every week and stuff like that. Okay? So, that's what's going on with me behind the scenes. My new changes to the morning are good. My new changes in the morning have instituted more time for me to get stuff done behind the scenes that I need to get done. I don't feel rushed when I get to stream, and things are going good in that regard. In regards to my long-term schedule, I apologize that right now I can't really do much with it, but they've promised my wife that hopefully soon there will be a 2 to 3 week out schedule, and now, therefore I'll be able to set up the schedule long-term, okay? Sound good? All right. All right, now let's talk about what's going on today. Let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the week. Today it's the continuation of Danganronpa V3. We have had a murder, and we are currently investigating said murder. I'm sure the entirety of today's stream is going to end up investigating and then probably having the trial for the murder to figure out who murdered Rantaro. Or is it Ramtaro? I keep forgetting if it's Ran or Ramtaro. So early in the game, I don't remember the guy's name. So it's good. It'll pick up a bit because, you know, last stream was a little slow. So hopefully now things will pick up a bit. We'll have some action today, figuring out what the hell happened. Should be a good time. I'm going to say this up front to all of you. If you're just here to complain about Danganronpa, if you find it boring, you should probably leave. Because there's a zero tolerance policy for people sitting around just complaining. Okay? Complaining about the game. Alright? I just don't understand it. You guys know I'm a variety streamer, right? You know that every single stream I do something different. Perfect example, later tonight I'm doing an action-packed stream of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Tomorrow, I'm playing Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. Totally different games, right? Every stream is different with me. So why you would come to a stream purposely, you know you don't like the game, and you would come and complain about it, I just don't understand it. Like, for me, my time is valuable. I wouldn't waste my time doing something I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, I understand if you're someone who comes here for the social aspect of the streams, you like chilling with me, you like chilling with the other stream chatters. I totally get that. But again, if this is boring to you, if this is annoying to you, I strongly recommend you go do something else. You don't have to be here for every stream and complain about the ones you don't like. All right? Please. I mean it now. I try to put out entertaining and fun interactive streams for everyone. I can't put up with people just sitting here in the stream chat constantly complaining they don't like the game I'm playing. That's why I'm a variety streamer, and you can just come back later tonight and I'll be doing something completely different. Okay? Fair enough? Is that okay? No, see, and here you go. Unfuff says, you can't blame people for not liking the game. I don't blame anyone for liking or disliking a game. Everyone has different tastes, and that's perfectly fine. I do blame you for actively choosing to come to this stream and then complaining about the game. That is your choice to do so, and it is your responsibility to live up to any consequences that might happen because of your actions. If you're going to be here and be negative and a stick in the mud, and everyone else is enjoying the stream and you got to be a negative jerk, you're not going to be here anymore. I'm just saying. I mean, it's common sense. And, I'm not going to put up with it. I'm just not. I'm not going to put up with that crap. Because sadly, there's people who come in here and just want to whine and complain to every game they don't like. Same thing when I play Divinity. Same thing when I play other games. People come in here and wham, wham, wham. This is not your stream. This is mine. So if you don't like it, come back later. Or just leave. And no one wants to hear about your whining preferences that you don't like the particular game that's being played today. Okay? I mean that. No one cares. No one wants to hear about it. Go whine to someone else off my stream. Alright? So I'm just laying down the rules. Sadly, I have to do this. I don't like to do this, but I have to do this when I notice there's a game where there's a pattern. This is one of the games. There's a pattern where people, oh, I don't like this particular game. Okay, leave. It's cool. I'll see you tonight, right? Speaking of which, let's continue. So Danganronpa V3 on the main stream here. Tonight, it's Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War on the late stream. And this is fun because now I'm using two completely different weapons. I'm using the LC-10 submachine gun. Excuse me. And I'm using the Diamatti handgun, which is a burst fire auto handgun. And I went on a tear on Saturday when I played. I was getting crazy ass kill streaks with the handgun, of all things. And it was really entertaining because it was something completely different. Of course, then what I found out is when the connections even slightly go south, when you're trying to use these weapons that aren't as good as, say, a full-on assault rifle, you really get your ass killed. Like, there's nothing you could do. You're shooting them 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and they won't die. And then they barely graze you with an assault rifle, and you die instantly. Like, Jesus, man. You really need a good connection in order for that stuff to work. So, we'll see how it works tonight. It should be fun. Hope you guys will join me tonight. 6:45 p.m. Pacific time for some Black Ops Cold War action. Okay? Tomorrow's main gameplay stream will be Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. We are now in stage 5 and halfway through it. We're in a new area. Hallelujah. That we're in a new part and we're not just stuck on the first part like we were for 2 streams. So there should be new stuff, fun stuff, and hopefully I can beat stage 5 and move on to a new stage tomorrow. We'll see. Okay? Tomorrow night, excuse me, the late night stream will be a rare session. Midweek Street Fighter. That is correct. Midweek Street Fighter, where I'm going to be playing Street Fighter on the late stream on Tuesday night. Now, normally, Street Fighter is only on Friday nights. But there's 2 reasons why I'm doing this. First of all, people have expressed the desire to actually see more Street Fighter. They really like my old school throwback streams. Not to say that I'm going to be doing this constantly or even consistently. But people have expressed this, that they want more Street Fighter. They say, gee, Phil, when you play Street Fighter, attendance is up. Positivity is up. A lot of people come by to watch you play. People contribute. It's a good time. So why don't you play it a little bit more often? All right. So that's number one people have asked for it. Number two, this week in particular, coming up, Friday is my day off. Now, normally Friday would be my Street Fighter day. So it's like, damn, that kind of sucks. It's almost always Street Fighter on Fridays. You know, there's nothing I can really do about it. That's my day off this week. So because of that, I had to change things around anyway. So I said, why not do Street Fighter on Tuesday? We'll see how it goes. And then likely I'll play Street Fighter again on Saturday. And we'll see, number one, we'll see playing on different days how it goes when it comes to the game itself. Will there still be competition? Will there be more or less? Will there be better connections, worse connections? I don't know. But in addition, I'm curious to see how would Street Fighter twice a week work with you guys as a viewing audience? Will you come out and still attend and support the streams? Or is that too much old school Street Fighter, right? We'll find out this week. We'll give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. That's fine. We don't have to keep doing Throwback Street Fighter twice a week. I just want to give it a try this week and see what happens. Okay? So tomorrow night, late night Street Fighter in the middle of the week. Pretty cool. On Wednesday, it'll be the continuation of Divinity 2, where I swear to God, at some point, we're finally going to find the leader of the Seekers. I said the past 3 streams, I said that's what we're doing, and then we end up finding something completely unrelated and doing that instead. So, hopefully on Thursday, or Wednesday, we'll actually find Gareth, the leader of the Seekers. I don't know. The game's incredibly long, and we're still in the intro segment, and we're 30 hours in. I'm not even kidding. Then on Wednesday night, it's going to be a late night stream of Genshin Impact. All right. I played this over the weekend, and I said it was kind of the make or break stream, depending on how it went. It went pretty decently. I think people had a good time. We interacted a lot. Support was pretty decent. So I said, all right, for now, we'll keep it in the rotation. Excuse me. So, good stuff. And then on Thursday, which is my last consecutive streaming day of this week, it will be more Danganronpa, and I will pair that with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. All right. So that's the schedule for the week. I'm off on Friday. When I come back on Saturday, likely it'll be a major stream of Call of Duty paired with Street Fighter, as I said. And then, of course, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday will probably be all 3 major games paired with night stream stuff. I'll let you know. Obviously. But also next week, a few special things happening next week that I like to talk about. First of all, next week is my birthday festivities week. That means that during the week there will be special decorations here on stream to celebrate my birthday. And when people contribute, I'll be doing special things. Like, for example, someone gives a big tip or something, maybe I'll blow a horn or make noise. I don't know. I'll see what I can find. We're going to go to Party Store this week when we have my day off on Friday and see what kind of stuff I can get to decorate the office. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, on my actual birthday, which will be Tuesday, April 6th, a week from tomorrow, it's going to be my challenge run marathon event where all day long I'll be playing old school games, challenging myself to complete objectives in said games, and you guys will be wagering your channel points on whether or not I'll actually complete said objectives. All right, should be a fun time. In addition to that, on that day there will be a special DSP Tries It. All right, not sure what it'll be yet. I'm still thinking. And on top of all of that, I have gotten something special for that stream. So there's something special coming just for that special birthday stream. There will be something special on the stream that day, so you're not going to want to miss it. How old am I? Oh, 76. Finally. I'm 76 years old. That's why I look like this. You guys didn't know that? Some people thought I was like 30 or something. No, I'm like 76. Come on. All right. So anyway, it's going to be fun. It should be a fun session, and this week coming up will be fun, in particular with the festive decorations and everything on the stream. I always do this, my first week of April, I always do this for festive stuff, and of course you have idiots. He celebrates his birthday all week. Oh, what is he, 5 years old? Yes, I'm 5 years old. Or it could just maybe be that I'm a content creator that likes to entertain my audience, and you guys have expressed a lot of good feedback when it comes to me doing special things for holidays and the like. When I decorate for the month of October for Halloween, everyone likes it. When I decorate for the month of December for Christmas, everyone likes it. So doing a week to celebrate my birthday, of course, is silly, but at the same time, to have some extra decorations, do some little extra things for the stream, you know, any other content creator that does that, they'd be praised and say, wow, a person went the extra mile to entertain their audience this week. That's really cool. For Phil, it's like, oh, Phil's a piece of shit because he does anything, you know. So fuck off. Anyone who says that, fuck off. I don't care about you. You can go fuck yourselves. All right. There you go. So, all that stuff's coming up. Now, also, guys, today is March 29th. All right. That means we've got today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. That's 3 days left in the week. All right. For the month of March. We have 3 days left to hit the subscriber goal of 825 subscribers. All right. That's a tier 3 subs goal, by the way. So if we don't hit it, I'm not going to be too upset. You guys have been incredibly supportive this month already. Fair enough. But here's the deal. If we hit 825 subs in the next 3 days, all right, on my birthday, April 6th, during that special marathon stream, I will wear a pair of jeans. Yes, that's incredibly stupid. I agree with anyone who criticizes it and says it's incredibly stupid. All right? People have been having this weird meme about jeans around here, making fun of me, essentially, saying that it's funny because when I stream, I wear pajama pants or sweatpants. And they think it's funny to make fun of me and say that I don't wear, like, oh, he doesn't wear real pants when he streams. All right? So I jokingly started making jokes about, oh, I'll wear jeans or bring jeans on the stream. So I said, okay, we already hit the first 2 sub goals for the month. I really don't have an idea for the 3rd sub goal. But if we hit this one, I'll do something stupid in regards to the meme. I'll wear a pair of actual jeans on the birthday celebration stream. Okay? Sounds good? Oh my God, that's absolutely disgusting. I'm very sorry that I just burped into the microphone, everybody. All right. So, that's the deal. That's going on right now. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you might want to subscribe. You get so many cool things out of being a sub, including access to over 40 emotes. You also get a chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter. And in addition to that, you don't have to watch advertisements when I take an ad break on the stream. So there's many benefits. You may also want to just gift a sub to someone else in the chat who you're friendly with, or maybe drop a sub bomb on the channel, just help out a couple random people, whatever you want to do, but please consider subbing. It's a great way to support the channel, and with 3 days left, we can hit a goal and do something special on my birthday. All right? Sounds good? Okay. Excellent. All right, that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to talk about before we get to, like, news and shout-outs and stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all of your support. Being that I am an independent content creator that doesn't have any sponsorships and doesn't have any exclusive contracts to stream anywhere and make money doing so, I rely on your crowdfunding to make ends meet and to keep this going. You guys are amazingly positive with your support on the streams. I really appreciate how much you guys support me. I do. That's why I go out of my way to try to shout out every single contribution that comes in here on the streams. That's why I was so happy this week. I was able to bring back the pop-up tip messages that say thank you when you guys tip during the streams, because there's many months we didn't have them. Now, whether you cheer, sub, or tip during my stream, you will get a pop-up thank you message. I will also do my best to do a verbal shout-out during the stream for every contribution that comes in that's not considered a trollish one that's insulting me or being stupid. Okay? Thank you for all of your support. In advance, thanks so much. All right? Cheering, subbing, and tipping all help. Of course, if you tip me, we have tips goals associated with the stream. If we raise $50 in tips today, I'll put on the Gunner glasses. If we raise $100 in tips, I'll put on a vest of your choice. Now, yesterday it was all about the platinum vest, so today it's not eligible. Today, every other vest, the beige, the blue, the red, the camo, the gray, all those vests are eligible today, okay? Just not the platinum. Okay, so a few quick things. First of all, I'm looking out for you guys. I want you guys to be protected from online harassment. And therefore, I have a couple tips to give you in regards to being a viewer of my streams. First of all, I strongly recommend, if you're going to be a regular around here, all right, do not use a name on Twitch that is similar or the same as a name that you use anywhere else on the internet, in particular on social media sites. Last thing you want is someone who doesn't like you on here for whatever reason, then going to other sites and harassing you, especially if you have like a Facebook and now they can find out all your friends and where you work and they start harassing you all over the place. You don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that. Okay? In addition, I strongly recommend you turn off direct messages here on Twitch. Frequently people tell me, oh, Phil, I cheered, and immediately the trolls started DMing me to harass me. So turn them off. There's actually an option to make it that so only people on your friends list can send you direct messages. I strongly recommend you use that option. Strongly. Okay? Fair enough? All right. Good. Good. In regards to tipping me, which is a great way to contribute, and also, again, we have those tips goals in effect where you get rewarded if we hit certain milestones for tipping on a stream. A few things about that. Number one, I strongly recommend if you are going to be a regular tipper, please verify your PayPal account. What that means is you link your real life information to it, such as a bank account and your real name and address, things that verify you're a real human. Reason being, I had so much fraud against me last year and early this year with fake credit card, they're stolen credit card numbers, I should say, that essentially it was causing lots of problems. All right. My PayPal account was getting hit in the red. I was getting fees, all kinds of crap happening against me. That was very bad. So, with a verified account, that stuff doesn't happen. Because someone's real, they're liable if they try to commit fraud. It's not going to happen. And it's really, I should tell you guys, to give you some example, the last month and a half, chargebacks have been ridiculously reduced. Like, I've all but stopped them, which is why I was able to bring back the tip animations and everything. Because it looks like I prevented those chargebacks, okay? Which is great. It allows me to have a streamlined stream to not have to sit here and verify every tip. Now, in addition, if you are a regular and you're going to tip regularly, I strongly recommend you consider using a code word, all right? A code word when you tip. What that means is, oh, I'm going to tip Phil, frequently, maybe several times this week. In your message to me, when you tip me, make up a code word and always use that word, and then I'll always know that it's you. So once I verify that your tip is real the first time, I don't have to consistently keep making sure it's the same person. Sadly, we do have people in here who like to impersonate others and try to get them in trouble, or impersonate someone who's a frequent contributor, but put in a fake tip under their name, and now I think it's real and it's not. You see? So using a code word actually lets me know who you are, and there's a lot of people who've been doing this, and the process has been incredibly streamlined. You may have noticed recently, I don't have to verify many tips during the streams. It's because this process is working very well. Okay? So thank you guys in advance for any support that you would lend to my stream. And obviously, thank you to those who are going the extra mile with all of these things. Okay? All right. Now, moving on. It appears the rumor that Sony will be closing down the PlayStation 3, Vita, and PSP stores is completely true. Some people have begun to get emails from Sony stating as much, that it will be shut down in July. And overnight, Sony shut down the ability to purchase digital games on their website for these older consoles. It used to be that you could search on PlayStation.com for a game, and it would find said game, and you could buy it through PlayStation.com and queue it up for download on your console. They've completely removed that functionality for PlayStation 3, PSP, and Vita now. You can't do it anymore. And it looks like that's that. It looks like Sony is moving it out to pasture, right? Now, as I said earlier in the week, I don't agree with this practice. I'm wondering how people are going to... How are they going to use these legacy consoles? You know what I mean? Like, do I need to have a physical PS1 sitting around to play the original Resident Evils? That sounds pretty fucking stupid, doesn't it? And of course, all this is going to do, it's going to cause more people to illegally download the games via ROMs and emulate them on PC. But I guess Sony doesn't really care about that. I do. I like playing the classic games. Over the years, over my 12 years that I've been a content creator, hundreds of times I've downloaded and played games on a PlayStation 3 that were PS1 and PS2 games. Hundreds. It's very disappointing to me that they're getting rid of this. Also think about, like, PS3 games, right? There's certain PS3 games that over the years I've played that have never been ported to PS4 or 5, and now essentially they're saying that's all gone. What really pisses me off is that I own the digital licenses to all these games, and the licenses won't exist because they're deleting the store that houses the games. So it doesn't even matter that I own the rights to the game. I can't download it anymore, right? So what I would say is this. Okay? Number one, if anyone has any recommendations for retro games, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, or PlayStation 3, think about it, all right? Think about it, because it looks like I'm only going to have a couple months left to get them and get them on my PS3. Essentially what might happen here, my PlayStation 3 may end up being a legacy console where all it is, it's to play PS1 and PS2. I may download a ton of PS1 and PS2 games on here to make sure I have them. Like, for example, the classic Resident Evils, I want to get them. I want to have the classic versions available if I ever want to play them again. You know? Silent Hills, right? Absolutely. Metal Gear Solid 1. These are all games that I played on PS1, or it was PS1. I downloaded them on PS3, and now, I mean, I have to get them, you know, before everything closes. So, yes, if anyone has ideas, please let me know. Also, I'm thinking what we can do is we could do maybe an event. I don't know if it'll be a marathon or whatever, where before the store closes in July, we can do an event where basically I kind of play a bunch of the legacy games. Or, like I said, do a marathon where we dabble in a bunch of them or something like that, you know, before they're gone. So, I guess we'll see, but we'll think about it. You know, think about it and, you know, let's see. Brainstorm, guys, if you have any ideas of how we can implement something like this. Okay? Oh, I got a burp. Let's see if we can implement something like this, something special, to say goodbye to the legacy store, which is going away in July. All right, but anyway, the rumors were true, and the question is Sony going to implement something different? Because remember, right around the time that this rumor hit last week, there was news that Sony was patenting a way to have trophies pop when you play classic games. And it's like, now wait a minute. Maybe they're going to implement some kind of a new service where you pay a subscription and you can access a bunch of old games or something, and then this would be something that would affect it. I don't know. You know, they have PlayStation Now, but a lot of people say that it's not very good. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway. Anyway, let's see what happens with this. That's really the only news I have. I mean, outside of that, there's really nothing else going on with game news today that I could see. Nothing special or interesting. You know, there's news about everything else, but who cares about the fucking ship that got stuck in the canal and now it's unstuck? And who cares about Lil Nas X, you know, doing a lap dance to Satan or whatever, and all the kids are being corrupted? Who cares? I don't care about that. That's not news. That's daily life. That's nonsense. I don't care about that shit. All right, I guess what we'll do is we'll get the shout-outs. Okay? So let's get the shout-outs. Here we go. Okay, so overnight, Timbo Slice Cheers says, it seems that the shutting down of the PlayStation Store for old games rumor might have been right. All right, we literally just addressed that, so thank you, Timbo Slice, for the cheer, but I guess we don't have to talk about that because that's exactly what we were just talking about. All right. Fantasy Star PG is the first cheerer of today with a 50-bit cheer. Let's get him up on the leaderboard here. Go. All right. He says, last week when you mentioned the PlayStation Store starting... Are you kidding me? Is this what everyone's talking... Is this what every cheer is going to be about? All right, let's read this one. Last week when you mentioned the PS3 store is shutting down with PlayStation 1, PlayStation 3 games going away with it, I think this is Sony trying to save its failing PS Now backwards compatible service that has under 3 million users out of 114 million PlayStation 4 sold. Now the PlayStation 1 games may join the legacy games with trophy support. I don't like PS Now, but that's the only way to play games I missed in the PS3 era, like Sly Cooper Thieves in Time and Killzone, but people really want native backward compatible ports. See, I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't. Does PlayStation Now allow you to actually download the full games and then play them? If you have a subscription, and does it is it most of the games, like an old catalog of games, or is it a situation where it's not a lot of the games? Because when PS Now first launched, okay, the problem with PS Now was that you couldn't download the games at all. You had to stream them, and the streaming of the games did not work well at all. It was terrible. The streaming of the games was like abysmally bad. Okay, it was like laggy as shit. Completely buffering, pixelated video. It was trash. But that was also a long time ago. So maybe it's better now. Or if they allow you to download the whole game ahead of time, that's great. But I guess the question then is, do they actually allow you to download the whole game in one sitting and then play it offline? Or do you always need an online connection You see, there's a lot of pitfalls of a service like this. See? So if it means having a $10 a month subscription, but you get access to like the entire PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 libraries of games digitally, I mean, of course that's worth it. But the thing is, you would think that if that were the case, then more people would have it and talk about it. I get the feeling it's not that good at all. It's got to be something like way less than that, right? I would think. Again, I don't know much about PS Now because I always just, if I needed a game, a classic game, I would go right on my PS3 and download it. And now that's all going away. Huh. I guess we'll see what happens. All right, so continuing on. Ms. Zorai Lover is here today. He's resale for 31 months. Thank you so much for the long-standing support, sir. He says, I'm happy to be able to watch Danganronpa live. How is it stacking up against other games in your opinion? I don't know because we haven't really gotten that far. We just got to the first murder, and we're investigating it. So we haven't gotten to a Clash trial or anything yet. I'll say this. I'm enjoying it because I haven't played a game in this style in a very long time. If you remember, I played Danganronpa 1 and 2 pretty much back to back when I played them. And in addition to that, at that time frame, I was also playing games like Phoenix Wright. So I've been playing a lot of visual novel games, and I was getting burnt out on them, admittedly. And I remember playing Danganronpa 2. I was like, I just want it to end. It's too fucking long. You know, it was really driving me nuts because I had played so many of the same kind of game. Okay? But now, here we are many years later. You know, it's been, what, 4 years since I played a Danganronpa game? And it's good for variety. It's something different. I like the narrative-based games, as you guys know. I like thinking about, gee, I wonder who could have committed the murder and did this and did that, right? I like that. And I am, if you haven't noticed, just in these first few hours trying to figure out, okay, I think this person might have done it, or this might have been a twist here, maybe this is a malicious person here or there. I like trying to do that. I like trying to think through thrillers and mystery games. Okay? So, I am enjoying it, but comparing it to the last two is kind of hard when it's been so long since I played them. But we'll see. And plus, like I said, I'm not very far into the game. I'm, what, like 7-8 hours into the game? And we haven't even gotten to, you know, the first trial yet or anything. So, let's see how it goes today. I think today will be a pretty exciting stream. All right, Truck Rattle is sitting in the... I literally, on this very pre-stream, not 30 minutes ago, I said, if you don't like Danganronpa, leave. Come back later. Truck Rattle is sitting here saying the game is shit. We want Fall Guys. Truck Rattle, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to change your attitude before I kick your ass out of here. I said it on this very fucking pre-stream. I said, if you've come here to complain about Danganronpa, you're not going to be around for long. I'm trying to be civil about this and give people a chance. I'm not going to have people sitting here and fucking complaining about the game all day. If you don't like it, leave now. Or I will fucking remove you myself. I'm not putting up with your shit today. All right. All right, he says he just got here. Fair enough. You just got here, you didn't know. So and I'm not saying that it's you, by the way. It's the first time I've ever seen you complain about the game. People have been sitting here on these streams and complaining constantly that they don't like Danganronpa. And I'm like, if that's your attitude, you don't have to come to the Danganronpa stream. Come back later tonight for Call of Duty. Come back tomorrow. But people just seem to like to complain just for complaining's sake, and I'm not going to put up with it today. Okay? All right. Jay Hawkwood cheered. He said, is King Goken... What? This is King Goken. My account got hacked. No. It is not. You're not King Goken. And I'm not giving you mod. Shut up. What an idiot. Alright. Knows Nobody cheers. I felt nostalgic recently and I ordered Justice League Unlimited for Blu-ray. Do you own any animated series on DVD or Blu-ray? I have, excuse me, the entire Batman animated series. I think I had the entire Superman animated series, but I don't know if I have it anymore. I don't remember. I have the entire Batman Beyond animated series. I have Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. I own all of those on DVD, regular DVD. When I bought them, they only had them on regular DVD. Now I'm sure you can get everything on Blu-ray. And they're outstanding. All of those classic DC cartoons are outstanding. They're so good. Just very high quality stuff. The writing is great. The voice acting. The animation's outdated, but it's still great. I would go back and watch those a million times. They're so good. Okay. Snow Carl cheers says, since you seem to have gotten such terrible connections recently during Call of Duty, have you considered switching to a more reliable ISP? There are no other ISPs out here that are better. I have the best one. I have the business level internet that's incredibly expensive, and it's a dedicated line, and it doesn't have any data caps, And it's the best there is, and it's actually much better than you think. It's not Call of Duty. It's not, excuse me, it's not my internet. It's Call of Duty. It's their netcode sucks shit. Sucks shit. Puke Profit, I don't live in Seattle. Jesus Christ, people are just so misinformed. I don't live in Seattle on a campus that has fiber optic internet. What are you talking about? I have the best internet available here. Okay. Let's continue. Timbo Slice Cheery says, when you play Call of Duty, you'll have a new... Oh, on Saturday. Not tonight, but Saturday. There's a newly redone map. They'll have a sunrise version of Miami coming out. Oh, boy. Because everyone loves Miami so much. I'm sure we're going to love the sunrise version. So now we're going to be able to run on the beach as the sun comes up. We'll all wear Speedos. Fucking Baywatch. I'll be there when I shoot you in your balls. I'll be there when I quick scope your brain. Anyway. Snow Carl cheered. Snow Carl, I don't know why you said that in your cheer. But getting into the meat of your message. He says, now that you've lived in Seattle for quite some time, and you've had time to settle, what's your favorite national park out of the ones you visited? I don't go to national parks. The truth of the matter is, it's so nice out here. There's trees and scenery everywhere you go. Like, when I drive to get my hair cut, we have to go through this more rural area. It's beautiful. You can see from many different places you go, you can see beautiful mountain ranges and everything. There's so many trees and things out here. This is so different than when I lived in Connecticut. It really is. In Connecticut, everything was like, you know, urban. Everything was torn down. Everything was city life. And it's not like that out here. Out here, you could drive 15 minutes and get to, like, beautiful, almost countryside-like, you know, atmosphere. So even though there are national parks out here, I haven't gone to any of them because I just enjoy, you know, just driving around here. I see enough. You get nice clean air and everything. It's very nice. So I have not gone to any national parks. Okay. Latrono has resubscribed for 4 months. Thank you, Latrono, for 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Looks like we got a tip here. I just want to take a quick look at it because it is the first tip of the day. So I'm going to take a look at it here. But in the meantime, I'll do some more shout-outs. Kula is here and did a 55-bit cheer, which is actually the top cheer of the day. Well, it was. There was actually a bigger one. He says, random, if I beat Ratchet & Clank from 2016, can I play the new one, or will I be totally confused? The Ratchet & Clank from 2016. Or the new one. See, that's a good question. From what I'm going to understand, the Ratchet & Clank from 2016 was a reboot of the original Ratchet & Clank. It was very similar. It had some differences, but apparently it was very similar to the original Ratchet & Clank, right? And that was meant to coincide with the movie. But the funny part was the movie was literally just CGI cutscenes from the game. So if you played the game, you saw the movie. And a lot of people was funny because they played the game, went to see the movie. It was the same. They're like, what the hell did I pay for this for? It's the same thing I just saw. So basically that Ratchet & Clank should give you the background of the beginning of the story of Ratchet & Clank. Okay? The new one is supposed to be the latest outing. Now, I don't know if that means it's going to implement plot lines from the other Ratchet & Clank games, or if it's just going to be kind of like going off the first one. I have no idea. It's actually a very valid question, Kula. And I don't think anyone can answer it, because I don't think there's enough information about the game to even really know, right? So, sorry that I can't really answer it for you. I would say, hey, Ratchet & Clank is free for every single person who owns PlayStation and has PlayStation Network. Like, you can get it right now for free. So, why wouldn't you just play that one anyway? To at least have a background in the series before you play the one on PS5, right? Okay. So the first tip of the day is from Ghost of Hyrule, who tipped me $1.30 and said, good afternoon, what are we playing today? It is Danganronpa on today's stream, continuing on with the murder mystery investigation. Thank you for the first tip of the day. No Damage 2 has subscribed. No, excuse me. No Damage 2 gifted a subscription to Nasal Vacuum. Congrats to Nasal Vacuum. Thank you, No Damage 2. Captain Div did a 100-bit cheer And that was the biggest cheer of the day. Let's get that on the leaderboard. There we go. He says, did you see the new Baywatch movie starring The Rock? First of all, there's no new Baywatch movie. That Baywatch movie is several years old already, right? And from what I'm to understand, it flopped terribly. Apparently, it's really bad. Which is interesting because usually movies with The Rock, even if they're cheesy, end up still kind of being entertaining. You know, because of his charisma and everything. But apparently that movie fell flat on its face. I don't know. I never saw it. So the answer is no, I didn't see it. I don't know anything about it. Barrel Shroud cheers. I think you should focus on Call of Duty on the weekends because there are more weekend players versus during the week. It's nothing but people who play Call of Duty all week. Just a suggestion. You kicked ass on Saturday. Have a good day. Thank you. I mean, I am going to continue to play Call of Duty on the weekends as a major stream. If I do it as a major stream, it's definitely going to be like a Saturday or a Sunday. But tonight, it'll be a late stream. And, you know, I do like Call of Duty. I want to play at least one major stream and one night stream every week, if not more than that, okay? All right, so Timbo just cheered with the exact dates about the whole PlayStation Store closures. He says PS3 store is closing and PSP store are both closing on July 2nd, while the PSN store for the Vita closes on August 27th. So there you go. Why they're giving you a little bit extra time for the Vita, I have no idea. There's like no games on there anyway. So I don't know why they're leaving that one open. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, today's Monday, and per Twitch, that means today's the first day of a brand spanking new streaming week. Twitch considers Monday the first day of a new week. A lot of other people do as well. So, shout outs to those who are now contributing during this new streaming week. The leaderboards have completely reset, which means if you cheer or you gift a sub today, chances are you're going to be on the leaderboard for the top 10 contributors of the week because it's back to 0. All right? So thank you already to those who've contributed this week. Shout out to the following people. Barrel Shroud, Jay Hawkwood, and Fantasy Star PG all tied for 6th place. Kula is in 5th place. We have a triple tie for second place, excuse me, between Knows Nobody, Snow Carl, and Captain Div. And then in first place, we got Timbo. So thank you guys for the cheering so far this week. Also, thank you to No Damage 2 for that gifted subscription this morning. That is much appreciated as well. Okay? Good stuff. Oh, I just received a tip from No Damage 2. $7 tip, and it was with a stolen credit card, as you can see Tim Curry is saying right now. Poor Kevin McAllister just got caught out. He's going to jail. No Damage 2 says, have you seen or are you going to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League? It is so good, I highly recommend it. All right, so you know what? A lot of people gave me shit for this. But when Justice League came out and everyone said it was terrible, I purposely didn't watch it. I purposely stayed away from DC movies because I heard that they were all pretty much terrible except for Wonder Woman. And I didn't really want to keep watching them after I saw Suicide Squad, and I basically cringed the entire time and said, I can't believe how bad this movie is. So, I never saw Justice League, the original, okay? Purposely didn't see it. Now that the Snyder Cut's out, I want to see it. Now, I don't have access to it because I don't have HBO. So I guess I'm going to have to wait until it is available somewhere else, or, you know, maybe you could buy it. I don't know. But right now, I don't have access to it, and no, I'm not going to pirate it. I'm not a scumbag. I'm just going to wait. So once I eventually can see the Snyder Cut of Justice League, I would like to see it. Since people are saying it is really good, I would actually like to see this movie. Okay? So we'll see what happens. But I guess we'll see. I have no access to it. I want to see it, but I can't. Timbo Slice cheered. He says, talking about Ratchet and Clank. Excuse me. The 2016 game will get 60 frames per second update in April for PlayStation 5. Any chance you will do a run in it to prepare for the new one? Probably not. There's no way, because April, May, and June are going to have all these new releases. April, we've got Star Wars Republic Commando. We got the new Oddworld game that I'm probably not playing right away, but I'm going to get because it's free for PS5 users anyway on PS Plus. I'll probably get it and keep it on the back burner. We've got the new Nier Replicant game. We've got Returnal at the end of the month, and there's also MLB. That's all in April. Then in May, there's like a one game a week. I think there's Resident Evil, And finally, Deathloop's coming out. Like, one major game a week, essentially, for every week now until the end of June. So with that being said, plus me juggling these games I'm playing, there's no way I'm going to be going back and just on a whim. Like, someone like, we're going to play Resident Evil 7? There's no time. There's no time. If people had wanted so many of these insanely long viewer's choice games, and I could actually beat one in a reasonable amount of time, then maybe I would have been able to do that kind of stuff. But people just picked games that were insanely long. So there's no chance that I can have any time to go back and replay anything before the new releases. There's just no time. What can you do? Kula has resubscribed to the channel for 29 months. Thank you very, very much, Kula. I appreciate that. Thank you for the ongoing support here. It is very much appreciated. Crash Bandicoot Tuesday. What about Kong vs. Godzilla that's out this week? The reviews are excellent. Are cinemas open where you live? That's a good question. Because the cinemas around here were Regal Cinemas, and Regal Cinemas closed down indefinitely because there weren't movies playing to play in them. There were no theatrical releases, and all the theaters had to be closed anyway because of COVID. So Regal Cinemas are gone. Like, they exist. The buildings are there. They've been out of business for like 5-6 months or something crazy like that. And there's no signs of them reopening. Like, even with the COVID restrictions lightening, there's been no word whatsoever that they're going to reopen. So all the movie theaters around here are closed. I couldn't go to the movies even if I wanted to. They're not open. I don't know if they're going to reopen, if they have a plan for that. The other thing is, good Lord, if you can believe it, the CDC warns that the 4th wave of COVID is coming. Wave 4 now is going to attack everyone, and we're all going to have a big spike in cases again because people are now lax. They're not wearing the mask. They're going out and gathering in groups. They're doing all these terrible things. I mean, the same thing that's been happening the entire last year and never changed is still happening. And so they're warning that COVID numbers are going to go up. All right, I have something to say. No shit. People are stupid. They don't do the right things, and then we all suffer for it. That's been the last whole fucking year. So when there's a big, oh my God, did you hear what the CDC said today? Yeah, it's called common sense. Of course numbers are going to go up again. Of course they are. This will happen repeatedly until either everyone's vaccinated or we have this herd immunity mentality, like with the flu. That's essentially what we need to happen, is that not everyone's constantly catching it and dying from it. But it's going to take a while, to get there. So, that being said, with a 4th wave impending, and being that I live in a very liberal state, I would not be shocked that even though all the restrictions have been incredibly loosened, and now our state is open at 50% capacity everywhere, and now entertainment's back, sports are back, I would not put it past our governor, if the cases start going up again, to close everything again. I'm not kidding. I think he'll close it again. I almost guarantee he'll close it all again. He's an asshole. No one likes this fucking guy. Why? Our state, just to give you some perspective, is one of the, actually, at this point, massively lagging behind with vaccinations. A lot of people want it and can't get it. A lot of people got their first shot and they can't get the appointment in for the second shot. Meanwhile, here's people on my stream saying, Phil, I got vaccinated today. I got my second shot today. I'm like, I'm not even eligible yet. In Washington State, they don't even let me be eligible to get the shot yet. I'm fucked. So all that being said, no, I can't see Kong versus Godzilla. There's no movie theaters. Regal Cinema's pretty much out of business for now. So there you go. All right. All right, guys. Anything else? Anyone else have any more questions or anything that you would like to talk about before I go on my break? Crash Bandicoot Tuesday, guys, who are you rooting for, Kong or Godzilla? I will always root for Godzilla. Come on. Godzilla is a ginormous lizard that shoots nuclear breath. King Kong is a large gorilla that has no special abilities at all. It's stupid. Kong vs. Godzilla, the whole premise is dumb. The original movie was campy and meant to be stupid. And now they're treating it like it's a serious thing. It's dumb. Okay. What? Existence IRL says Godzilla is bona fide trash, Kong all day. Existence IRL has just earned himself a nice, delicious, lean-in manual nuclear blast ban to the face. He's gone from stream permanently and will never return. You do not insult Godzilla around these parts, my friend. I'm kidding. I'm not banning him. But come on now. Everyone knows that Godzilla is the better choice. You can't say Kong over Godzilla. Absolutely not. What? Barrel Shroud says they gave him an axe? Are you fucking serious? Are you serious that they gave fucking King Kong an axe? You've got to be joking. Oh my god. Not that it's a serious movie anyway, but still, King Godzilla all the way. We know this. What? Someone just said Godzilla has little T-Rex arms, so Kong would punch him all day. Godzilla shoots nuclear shots out of his mouth, and he spins and impales you in his whipping tail. You would never try to strike Godzilla. You would lose a limb immediately. You fool. Dan Dello says, if I were to grow to Godzilla's size, would I destroy Nintendo's offices in Washington? No, I would do the completely logical thing, and I would go to downtown Seattle and destroy the Starbucks store again. Since that's what everyone just seems to like to do here in Seattle, just keep going to Starbucks and wrecking it. That's exactly what I would do, too. I would just join in. You know, the more the merrier. When in Rome, as they say. Snorlax cheered. He says, when your favorite kaiju monster that Godzilla... Oh, what's your favorite kaiju monster that Godzilla fought in the film universe? I'm a fan of Gigan, the monster with blade arms. Oh, man, he had so many cool ones. Like, of course, the classic answer is King Ghidorah. Or I forget his other name. He has two names, but King Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, has no arms, but has three heads to shoot lasers, right? Of course, a lot of people would say Mechagodzilla, where there's been many iterations of Mechagodzilla over the years. That's right. His other name is Monster Zero. That's right. I don't know why he has two different names, but it's the same monster. See, some people say Mothra. Mothra's a classic, but Mothra is kind of boring in my opinion. Just flies around and shoots fucking pollen or whatever it's supposed to be, pixie dust, and it kind of like just like flies into you like a big turd. You know, it's it's not the most imposing monster. And then there was Rodan. Remember Rodan? Now, he was another hero kaiju, but he did end up fighting Godzilla at one point, right? Gigan was also the other rivals. Gigan and King Ghidorah were like the two major rivals that returned multiple times in movies to fight him, to fight Godzilla. And then there were others that were like Biolante was a one-off. I'm trying to remember all of them. There's a lot of them. There's like at least 12 different monsters that he's fought. But Rodan is a monster that flies around and does nothing. Rodan was another one that was supposed to be like a hero monster, right? Carmen, I've seen you say that about 100 times. I'll have to look into that later. I didn't even realize that Nightbot was saying 10:15 instead and having a time there. I didn't know that. So, okay. Crash Bandicoot cheered. He says, sorry to break it to you. The majority of the chat and worldwide, the love is for Kong. You're on your own there. The underdog always wins. Well, I hate to tell you this, but you're all wrong. You're all incorrect. Godzilla is the homie. Kong is the pretender. He's a poser. He's sitting there eating bananas, picking his nose, while Godzilla is ruling the goddamn world. Do you want to know what Godzilla means? Do you know what Godzilla means? The actual word Godzilla. He's the king of the fucking monsters. No one steps to Godzilla. I'm not having this baloney. I don't want to hear it. I don't. I've had enough. Ninja said that King Kong would destroy Godzilla. That's it. Now I'm going to go on a 20-minute rant about Ninja again. I've had enough. I can't take it. His name is Gojira, not Godzilla. That's correct. His name is Gojira. Gojira! Oh no, my house. Gojira, step on my house. Okay. The trolls are getting trolled? Yes, they are. There is no such thing as the hate army. Stop saying hate army. It doesn't exist. Snowcrawl says you're actually funny today, like legit. I'm legit funny today, just today. At least just today I'm funny. It's good like once every year that I have a funny day. At least every once a year I come out of my shell a little bit and I actually have a funny day. That's good to know. Thanks for the confidence. Crash Bandicoot Retreat says, do you wish you would move to Texas? No. Listen, Texas, all right. When the few times I visited Texas, I will say this, the people were some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. I don't know what it is about there. There's just like a lot of hospitality down there. People were like super nice. And everywhere I went, everyone had a smile on their face. Everyone was constantly in a good mood. And everyone was very helpful. So the people of Texas, I compliment tremendously. But the weather of Texas, I do not compliment. It was hot as fuck down there. Hot as fuck. And I don't like living in places that are hot as fuck. So the answer is no. Misfit X116 has subscribed to the channel for 2 years. Thank you very much, Misfit. For 2 years of support, you've earned yourself a beautiful regal crown, chat crown, to show that you have supported the channel for 2 years. Thank you so much, Misfit. I appreciate that very, very much. Okay. No fanfare? Someone demanded fanfare. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Misfit, for 2 years of support. I appreciate that. He says, I wear it proudly. Thanks. Yeah, it's nice. I like these the chat crowns are really cool. All right, guys. Anything else? Last chance before I take my brief break to use the restroom, and then we get started with Danganronpa. Anything else you want to chat about? Or are we pretty much good here? Again, a few reminders. Number one, we have about 2.5 days left to hit the subs goal for the month. And if we do, I will wear jeans on my birthday during the special marathon stream. Number two, we have all these new animations in place for tips of every level. $4.20, $5 and above, $6.66, $10, $20, $50, and $100. All new animations for tips as a way to say thanks. Okay? So many things, many different new things in effect here to say thank you. And I appreciate all of your contributions. Okay. All right. I guess we're done. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Let us now take a break. I'm going to use the restroom. When I come back in a bit, it'll be the start up of our fun gameplay for the day, Danganronpa V3, which should be pretty good. I hope you guys will join me for the fun. And we'll go from there. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I shall see you all in a little bit. Thanks. See you after the break.